Everything is built on principles. There's a principle to and a strategy of how you play, and it works every time in life, in a game, what have you. All right, let's do this one. Let's talk about love.
All right.
Yeah, I want you to school me. I want you to educate me on love.
You want me to educate
I want the
you?
young man to tell the old man about love. What are the lessons of love? When you get to a point where you're sitting with your 21, 22, 25-year-old son, you can go first. What are you going to tell him about love? Now watch this. I'm going to do the principle. Cut you off. Go ahead.
What would I tell my son about love?
Absolutely. First thing that comes to mind.
I would say it's very complicated, or it could be complicated. It's important, but it's not.
Love is important, but it's not.
No, it's important. No, I didn't finish my sentence.
Oh, okay.
It's important, but it's not the. You talking about in terms love in general, or just in terms of relationships?
I'm just talking about whatever comes to mind at heart.
Okay. Well, what I was gonna say to finish that sentence in terms of relationships is it's important, but it's not everything, like the determining factor of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like you could love somebody and it still not work out, or you could have love for somebody and still things still don't go a certain way.
Well, I think that would depend. What would you define love as being? And that's the hardest question to answer, I know. But how do you define love? Which I would ask people watching. How would you define love? Put it in the comments. I want to know.
I be forgetting everything. I feel like as a little kid at the show or something, maybe interacting with the children. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like Blue's Clues?
Yeah,
Hey, we got a clue. You want to help me? Help me and Blue find this clue?
yeah, but the definition of love.
In your opinion, from your observation, in your young but somewhat oldish 25 years of living, and like your experience with love, how would you define it?
I guess I would say like choosing to put somebody over yourself. Like if you're doing it towards love towards a person in terms of romantic terms, like choosing to give all of yourself to somebody else. Like everything that you come with, putting all of that into someone else to, I'm trying not to use the word in the definition, but giving all of yourself and what's the word? To, I guess, investing everything that you have into another person.
Okay. That's interesting. You can go ahead, Clay. Investing everything you have is interesting. Because if you invest everything you have, do you have anything left?
I'm not saying like give it all away.
But you just said everything you have.
Like, okay, not sharing everything you have with another person. Yeah, sharing yourself and with somebody else, with another individual.
And I'm not disputing what you said. I'm just thinking about it because I think love is probably that one. It's your turn. Love is probably that one thing that you just really can't define. I mean, I think it really is a God thing. As the Bible says, God is love. You can't define God, right? So if God is love, or love comes from God, it's hard to define what love is. I know there's certain attributes of love. I used to think that love was just an emotion. And I think with that part, with what you said before, some people will say love's not enough if it's just an emotion. But I don't think love is just an emotion anymore. I think that love is a divine commitment that you personally or specifically, a divine commitment that's assigned to someone in your life, right? So there's a divine commitment that I have as a father to love you and your sisters. It's assigned just the way that you guys came from me and your mom. I have a commitment in everything that you do to love you, either as much as or more than I love myself in different scenarios, right? And then there's a commitment that you have to someone that you're not related to, which is that someone that you may ultimately marry. You know what I'm saying? And that's where love is probably challenging and crazy and have you feeling all types of ways. I have a philosophy about relationships that's totally different than what most people even... Anybody hear what I had to say, they think I'm actually stupid and crazy. Me and your sisters have talked about it on our podcast. I think we get into relationships too soon. I got into a relationship with your mom too soon.
So you believe in like right person, wrong time type of stuff?
I believe that you can jack up the timing. I believe that,
I don't know if I believe in that.
okay.
Oh.
Well, tell me why you don't, what's your hesitation?
I feel like if something is right for you, then it doesn't come at the wrong time. Like, it's like having, especially being like with my faith in God and things like that, and knowing that He is an on-time God. I feel like something wouldn't be presented in your life or wouldn't be there for you to have at the wrong time, or at a time it wasn't supposed to.
If I had just got word that your best friend got shot, God forbid, and I need to deliver the news to you, but it's your wedding day and you're minutes away from getting married, I got the right information to share with you. But if I share it with you right before you say your vows, I'm sharing it at the wrong time.
That's not right person, wrong time, bro.
Well, I'm the right person to share that info. I know that might be a jacked up analogy. I'm just saying, I really believe that I almost totally sabotaged this relationship with your mom because I had a feeling like she was it. But my motive was, I wanted to, quote unquote, take her off the market before somebody else got with her. And so our relationship changed. We were really good we were like, I could tell her everything as a friend. You can't tell your significant other everything if you don't start the friendship first.
But was the timing really wrong if everything ended up working out how it did?
Yeah, the timing was wrong. I think God gave some grace. I think He stepped in the midst of our stupidity. Mostly my stupidity. There is silence. I played that at the wrong time. That's why you were able to stop that. Darn it. Daggone it.
So you don't believe everything happened for a reason, though?
Okay, so I believe,
Because I feel like that kind of ties into each other.
I believe that just like this Connect 4 game, God plays Connect 4 better than us. God might have an easy way for us to get an automatic Connect 4, but we complicate it because we put pieces in at the wrong time. So now God is anticipating that we're going to do that, and then he says, I'm going to end up making it work out. But it didn't have to be this complicated. It could have been just straight all the way up, but you kept getting in the way of what I was trying to do. So we can then say, well, everything happens for a reason. So all my mistakes that I made, they weren't really bad. And essentially, like, you can kind of, I get what you're saying with that, but sometimes that just is also another way of saying, if I'd have done things God's way, because every time, even though everything happens for a reason, something that I could have been blessed with in a 1 year time, I now have to wait 10 years because I didn't address it. Like that whole stuff that me and your mom had to go through when we got married, if we had to get the friendship first and just wore that out, I really believe we wouldn't have had to let that enter into our relationship. You know? But I don't know. Just my thoughts, observations. I'm feeling really good with this Connect 4 thing.
You should feel good. I feel good too.
But one thing I can say about love is that love, you know, love is love because love never fails. And that's what the Bible says. It will be there until the end. It doesn't give up no matter what. And that's a powerful thing that I'm happy to experience. And that's what I hope you experience.